Good evening. Past leader Zaharudin Muhammad has sent a letter of demand to Stephen Sim, accusing him of slander and demanding that he apologize. Sim responded with a pantun and reiterated his readiness to face Zaharudin in court. Meanwhile, Tengku Maimun Tuan has passed on the responsibility of judicial independence to the government and her successor. Stay tuned to find out what she said. Past leader Zaharudin Muhammad has initiated legal action against Human Resources Minister Stephen Sim. This is in regard to a statement made by Sim last week, where the DAP Deputy Secretary General criticized Zaharudin over his post that included a screenshot of a news article regarding the Armed Forces promotion of Malacca-born Johnny Lim from Major General to Lieutenant General. Zaharudin, who heads Pasir Sungai Buloh Division, posted a video on Facebook announcing the move.
Pejabat beliau tak dibuka pada hari ini untuk saya sampaikan surat tuntutan ataupun letter of demand terhadap YB Stephen Sim yang sebenarnya dia telah memfitnah saya, menghina ATM, rasis dan seumpamanya. Jadi insya-Allah yang ni saya hantar surat LOD dan saya tunggu jawapan dia untuk memohon maaf secara terbuka. Dan kalau betul-betul hampa Stephen Sim mahu berdialog, kita dialog isu berkaitan dengan Malaysia MACC Home. Kesan ekonomi, kesan politik, siapa untung, siapa rugi. Jom kita bincang bab tu. Tapi kalau kamu nak bincang berkaitan dengan hina ATM, itu kamu yang kata, saya tak pernah kata. ATM itu adalah tentera yang wajib kita pertahankan. Tak ada apa-apa kenyataan, perkataan daripada saya yang menghina pihak ATM sebagaimana yang kamu dakwa. Yang ni insya-Allah kita jumpa di mahkamah ataupun kamu mohon maaf sebagaimana letter of demand yang saya hantar kepada kamu.
Zaharudin had visited Sim's service center in Bukit Mertajam to deliver the letter yesterday. However, the office was closed and Malaysia Kini later learned this was due to the funeral of Sim's grandfather. In a response today, Sim hit back at Zaharudin and accused him of twisting facts as well as disrespecting a family loss to play politics. He claimed that the Sungai Buloh past chief tried to create a malicious perception by raising the issue of his service center's closure. In a post on Facebook, he said he always welcomes everyone who wants to visit his office, regardless of race, religion, or political party. However, he added that what's questionable is that the past leader claimed he came twice that day at 3:30 p.m. and 5:15 p.m. but found the office closed, as if trying to create the perception that my service center isn't operating. He explained that his Bukit Mertajam service center was closed because he and his staff attended his grandfather's funeral. He also pointed out that a notice was clearly posted on the main door with 4 emergency numbers included. Sim added that either Zaharudin couldn't read the notice in Malay or was deliberately trying to stir a negative impression. Meanwhile, in response to the letter of demand, Sim said that he didn't find any letter this morning. He wrote a pantun and reiterated his readiness to face Zaharudin in court. Federal Court Judge Zabaria Yusof has been appointed to temporarily lead the Court of Appeal. This follows the retirement of Abang Iskandar Abang Hashim on Wednesday. According to Bernama, the appointment was made through a letter dated yesterday. In the letter, Acting Chief Justice Hasna Hashim and Zabaria's appointment, effective yesterday, is made under Section 9(3)(a) of the Court of Judicature Act 1964. Under the provision, a federal court judge could perform duties and functions of the Court of Appeal President if the post is vacant. Zabaria will carry out the duties until the position is permanently filled. A copy of the letter was also sent to Chief Judge of Sabah and Sarawak, Abdurrahman Sebli, Chief Registrar of the Federal Court Zamri Bakar, and Court of Appeal Registrar Jumira Marjuki. Yesterday, Hasna, who is currently the Chief Judge of Malaya, was named Acting Chief Justice following Tengku Maimun Tuan's retirement on July 1st. Hasna will exercise the powers of the Chief Justice and her own post simultaneously for the time being. The defended Judiciary Secretariat has called on opposition leader Hamzah Zainuddin to table an emergency motion in the Dewan Rakyat to debate judicial appointments. This comes following questions which had been raised after the mandatory retirements of Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan and Court of Appeal President Abang Iskandar Abang Hashim this week. The Secretariat made a request in an open letter to Hamza, which was signed by Pejuang Information Chief Rafiq Rashid Ali and Hindu Rights Action Force Action Committee Chairperson P. Waita Murthy. In making their call, the Secretariat echoed concerns of purported judicial interference and the implications of a police report lodged by an aide to a federal court judge, warning that it is very worrying and requires urgent scrutiny. It said this is not just an accusation, but a serious concern that needs to be addressed. Among others, the Secretariat also raised concerns over Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's role in advising the Yang di-Pertuan Agong on judicial appointments, as provided under Article 122B of the Federal Constitution at a time that he is facing ongoing legal proceedings. In light of these, the Secretariat proposed the appointment of additional judges under Article 122(1)(a) to handle cases involving the Prime Minister. It also requested that the Conference of Rulers defer new appointments until cases involving the Prime Minister are concluded and initiate proceedings under Article 127 to discuss the conduct of the judge involved. The Secretariat was formed following a roundtable session chaired by former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad last month. Freshly retired former Chief Justice Tengku Maimun Tuan said she has passed the duty of upholding judicial independence to the government and her unannounced successor. Speaking during the launch of her book, Beyond the Gavel, yesterday, Tengku Maimun reportedly said that she hopes her tenure shows that she did her part for the nation and the rule of law. According to the Malay Mail, she said now the challenge lies with the government and next Chief Justices to uphold the independence and integrity of the judiciary. Tengku Maimun, who is Malaysia's first female Chief Justice, turned 66 on Wednesday, the mandatory retirement age for senior judges. She assumed the position in 2019 after the retirement of her predecessor, Richard Malanjom. Apart from Tengku Maimun, Court of Appeal President Abang Iskandar Abang Hashim also retired yesterday. The Chief Registrar of the Federal Court had announced that Chief Judge of Malaya Hasna Hashim will serve as acting Chief Justice until the vacancy is filled. Hasna will exercise the powers of the Chief Justice and her own post simultaneously for the time being. Meanwhile, Federal Court Judge Zabaria Yusof will be serving as acting Court of Appeal President. If you like the stories we produce, consider supporting us by subscribing to Malaysia Kini. Click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe. Former Permatang Pau MP Nural Isa has been appointed as an advisor to Selangor's Digital Economy Agency, SIDEC. SIDEC made the announcement during its 10th anniversary celebration. In a statement, the Selangor GLC said she was appointed to the post as she would bring valuable insights into public policy, socio-economic development, and digital empowerment. Two other advisors were also named, former Foxconn leaders Lai Yit Lung and Chiang Shang Yi. They'll serve as advisors to the Malaysia Semiconductor IC Design Park and the Advanced Semiconductor Academy of Malaysia. The IC Design Park is located at the Puchong Financial Corporate Center and is co-developed by the federal and state governments. The project is to boost the state's participation in the nation's semiconductor industry. Meanwhile, Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari, who was also at the event, expressed confidence that Nural Isa's experience and roles will contribute significantly to the comprehensive planning of the industry in the state. Selangor Kini reported him as saying that behind the scenes, Nural Isa played an important role in the semiconductor sector since last year. Amiruddin added that he hopes the appointment will serve as a bridge between the federal government and other parties. Starting 2026, MACC officers with high body mass index or BMI won't be promoted. There is no exceptions unless they are medically cleared. This is the new directive from MACC Chief Commissioner Azam Baki. According to Bernama, Azam said the policy was aimed at emphasizing the importance of health and fitness among MACC personnel. He said many civil servants are dealing with obesity or excessive weight, and this affects their appearance, fitness, and service delivery to the public. He added that overweight officers can't perform well and are prone to health risks. Azam said a circular on the matter would be issued next week, and all officers will be given 6 months to manage their health unless they have medical conditions. Azam added that the Royal Malaysia Police already uses BMI as a promotion benchmark. He said now MACC will too, as are also an enforcement agency, and he wants to make sure officers are always fit and able to do their job well. He stated that the MACC will set a maximum BMI limit of 27. Azam also said that he had previously announced that all MACC personnel in each state must undergo health checkups at government hospitals every 3 months. He said state and divisional MACC directors have implemented this, and if any of the agency's officers are facing health issues, they should seek treatment and make lifestyle changes. Perikatan National Chief Whip Taqiyuddin Hassan has called on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to expedite the permanent appointments of top judicial posts. This came following the appointment of Chief Judge of Malaya, Hasna Hashim, as acting Chief Justice. Yesterday, we posted a poll to ask our viewers their opinion about how the government handled the matter. Let's take a look at the response. The majority of the voters at 62% said it is concerning as it will create uncertainty in the judiciary. 25% said that it is necessary to ensure stability while waiting for the post to be permanently filled. 11% said that this is standard procedure and to wait and see how it ends. Some voters pointed out that the vacancies did not suddenly happen and the government should have planned ahead. The issue of the contract extension for the Court of Appeal President and Chief Justice was also brought up. What are your thoughts on the issue? Share your views in the comment section below. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.